I love the Teen Titans. Growing up, I have seen so much of these characters. I loved them in the original early 2000s cartoon series Teen Titans. I loved them in Teen Titans Go, maybe a little bit less because, that show got a little annoying. But I loved them in the DC animated movies, Teen Titans versus Justice League, Teen Titans The Judas Contract. I've just really fallen in love with these characters. I mean, I love this group and I love these characters and I love their storylines. And, eventually, obviously, I watched them in the live action series on HBO Max. Titans, that was great, especially in the later seasons as well. So I really, really love the Teen Titans. And so I really hope that, especially now that we know, obviously, James Gunn is, he's taking over DC, they're making the DCU and all that stuff. I really do hope that we get to see the Teen Titans a part of that, whether we get a new live action HBO Max series or maybe a Teen Titans movie. That would be really cool to see. But without a doubt, by far, my favorite member of the Teen Titans is Beast Boy. I just love this guy. I mean, obviously, growing up watching the cartoons, I just loved him because, he was the funniest character. But even more than that, personally, my favorite color is actually green, so that's another level too. Purple is second to green for me. So the green and the purple together, I'm loving this guy's look. I also love his powers, the way he can shapeshift and turn into all these different animals. I've always thought that was really cool. But over the years, as I've learned more about the character, his origin, and all that, I've just really fallen in love even more with the character of Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy. And so that's what gets me really excited about this news right here, because we just had like a little Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network Studios animation panel thing that went on. I don't know exactly what it was, but there were some announcements made. And one of the big announcements here, among many, was that they are developing a Beast Boy animated series. It's going to be called Beast Boy Lone Wolf. It's going to be a 10 episode series of shorts focusing on the character of Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy. And it's going to be very different from what we've seen recently with Beast Boy and Teen Titans Go. Well, that's more of a comedic take. This is going to be a much more serious, kind of action-packed version of Beast Boy. And we don't have a first look at it, but apparently there was a first look revealed during this presentation, and we just have descriptions of it. Apparently he is wearing the classic white and red suit, and again, it's a more serious looking animation style, so that's definitely really exciting. But this, I think, is awesome. I think this is great because if you think about it, like, I know a lot of people probably look at this and are like, okay, first of all, why are you making a whole series about one member of the Teen Titans? Why wouldn't you just do the whole team? And if you are going to do that, why of all the characters Beast Boy? Why not a character like Raven or Starfire, where you think, those are characters that are more obvious with their storylines, but Beast Boy, I think, has the most to offer with his own series out of the whole Teen Titans group, because honestly, I think they're all kind of tragic in different ways, but Beast Boy is one of the most tragic. Beast Boy has such a tragic origin story, and one of the biggest examples of this is, again, if you watch the live action series Titans on HBO Max, in the final season, very recently, a couple months ago, in season 4, I believe it was episode 9, it was an episode focused solely on Garfield Logan Beast Boy. It was like his full origin / transformation into becoming officially Beast Boy. And like they had that whole episode about his character alone. And I literally looked at that as like, man, they can make a whole show about just Beast Boy. I mean, this is a kid who is an orphan that was experimented on, and his parents were killed, and then he gets turned into this freak that has green skin, and now he has to live with this for the rest of his life. And sure, he can turn into animals and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's also kind of like a curse. Just some really compelling story elements there, especially when you factor in the whole thing, which again was also explored in the episode of Titans with the red. Now, if you don't know what the red is, some of you may know, if you're Swamp Thing fans, what the green is. The green is what Swamp Thing protects over basically all plant life. And so Beast Boy is kind of like what Swamp Thing is to the green, Beast Boy is that to the red. So Beast Boy is like the avatar of the red, which connects him to every single living being. That's why in the episode of Titans, we kind of got some multiverse crossover and stuff, because he's connected to every being throughout the multiverse. Like, he's really an insanely powerful character and has been so underutilized in all these different mediums to the point of like nobody knows how powerful this guy actually truly is. Um, but he's insanely powerful. And this is one of the reasons that I kind of also think that like it works really well as a solo story of Beast Boy is because, you know, you have that whole story to explore with the Red. There's just so much potential there that you don't even need Beast Boy with the Titans. You can do something completely separate just about Beast Boy. You know, Beast Boy, the lone wolf, as they're calling it. I think that's really exciting. This series is going to debut on Cartoon Network at some point. It's still very early in development, but man, I'm excited for this. And honestly, you know, speaking of Titans, the live action series on HBO Max, I think it'd be really cool if Ryan Potter, who played Beast Boy on that show, actually voiced the character in this series. Now, that's just a random idea just thrown out there, just because I think Ryan Potter was a great Beast Boy, and he really was not like done justice on the show with the writing and direction and all that stuff. And he, you know, if you watch interviews, especially because actually he wrote that episode 9 of season 4 that was all Beast Boy focused, he wrote that episode and he is so passionate about this character. He is so knowledgeable about this character. He cares so much about this character that I would love to see him get a second chance. And, you know, he's done voice work before. I would love to see him voice this character. Even if it is just 10 shorts. I think this would be really cool. If they get somebody else, that's fine too. Would they maybe bring back Greg Sipes? Because of course, you know, Greg Sipes is like known for voicing Beast Boy in Teen Titans, Teen Titans Go, Young Justice, and like Lego stuff as well. Like he voices Beast Boy in literally everything. So we'll see who ends up doing the voice of Beast Boy. It could be again somebody completely new, but this is just something I'm really excited about because again, I love the character of Beast Boy and he's such an underrated member of the Teen Titans. And so I think this is gonna be really cool to kind of bring him more into the spotlight and really show people how powerful this character is, how tragic this character is, and just how awesome Beast Boy is as a character. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news that Warner Brothers and DC and Cartoon Network are developing Beast Boy, the Lone Wolf? Are you excited for this? What do you want to see from this? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.